Tallest building in the city today at 1,388 feet or 423 meters tall. Now, it was finished in 2009, designed by Skidmore, Owens and Merrill, lead architect. Reiterate three things from the captain's safety speech. They are: do not stand on any benches along the boat, including the benches in the back of the boat, and no sitting or climbing on the railings around the boat, and no smoking or vaping anywhere on the boat. Thank you very much. With that, let's get going. Let's start with a little bit of that history, because this location is very significant for the history of Chicago. By this location, I mean this area where Michigan Avenue crosses the bridge, crosses the river right behind us. So, right here is where Chicago began about 240 years ago. Now, 240 years ago, this area was in its natural form, which was a forested marsh or swamp on the shores of Lake Michigan. This finished in
big building. Look at that.
Designed by Graham Anderson, Probst and White. It was the largest building in the world upon completion, with 4.2 million square feet or 400,000 square meters of floor space. It is Art Deco style. Art Deco defined with vertical lines, geometric ornamentation throughout the building, and setbacks. In this case, all the setbacks are toward the top, how it gets narrower, toward the top. And it was bankrolled by Marshall Field, Marshall Field's department stores, to consolidate as many warehouses around the city into one huge warehouse downtown on the river. It's a mixed-use office building today, but here comes the most fun fact. Up until 2008, the U.S. Postal Service gave the merchandise mark. It was remodeled in 1898 by architect Harry Weis.
One of the oldest buildings here in Chicago.
He put the starfish on the walls and the porthole windows on the top, because Harry Weis is an architect who likes boats. He likes putting nautical meaning in his architecture, like those porthole windows. And then here on the left is a Harry Weis original. We have this row of 4 townhomes with sloped roofs, and also porthole windows, metallic spiral staircases like you find on ships, lots more nautical theming by Harry Weis. This row of townhomes is called the Chicago River Cottages. It's from 1988. And after this bridge, look to the left and behind us above the bridge. The 2 sloping roofs of the river cottages resemble the shapes of sails of sailboats racing each other across the lake. All right, bouncing back to the right side of the boat. On our right side, we have a long building with long rows of windows on the right side. That's the East Bank Club. The East Bank Club is a high-end, exclusive fitness facility. That means expensive gym. It was built in 1979, being a high-end gym in Chicago. They take those raw beans and manufacture chocolate ingredients that they sell to the companies that make the chocolate products you buy. So you smell like Monsters chocolate right now. It's to our left, but we can't see it from here. That's okay. It's not magical looking, it's just a brick box. Now, up behind us on the roof to the right, there's a green statue up there. That's the Spirit of Progress lighting the way. It's by Augustus St. Gaudens from 1893, although that's actually a slightly smaller replica of the original sculpture that's been on that roof since the 1920s. So that was the old headquarters. And then here directly to our right, we have the old main warehouse from Montgomery Ward's. This is called the Domain today. It's over a quarter-mile long. It was originally called the Catalog House and served as the warehouse for Montgomery Ward's until they went out of business in 2002. Now, just like the old headquarters, this warehouse was designed by Schmidt, Gardner, Martin. Now, it's got shiny diagonal supports along the river. Those are meant to remind you of the diagonal undersides of 150 North Riverside we just talked about, because these 2 glass towers are both by deck partners, unified inside of the diagonal elements along the river. Hello again. I'm guessing Washington Boulevard is not going to start moving until we get past it. This morning it's still got Riverside. It's from 1929 by Holabird and Root. It was home of the Chicago Daily News, one of the major newspapers, till the 1970s. Now, look here at this clock that we're passing. Down and to the left and down and to the right are 2 carvings. One of them is captioned the first writing, one of them is captioned an ancient scribe. Those writing carvings are all along that building because it was the home of one of our newspapers, the Chicago News. Now, ahead of us to the right, underneath the buildings here on our right side, we have this empty space, this dark empty space here on our right side. This is the train shed for Chicago Union Station. Right here is where the platforms are, where passengers get on and off trains at Chicago Union Station, which is a cornerstone of our commuter rail network, Metra, and also Amtrak's third busiest passenger station in the United States. Now, this dark rectangular building up and to the right here is Gateway 1, and its identical sister building ahead of us to the 1932, designed by Graham Anderson Probst in white Art Deco style. It was the largest post office in the world upon completion. Now it's got a highway going through the base of it. Look right here on the right. Let's check the traffic times on that sign. 9 minutes to Harlem Avenue. That's good. That means the traffic's clear. Now the tunnel at the base of the post office is original to its design. Railroad bridge, a vertical lift bridge. When it needs to be raised, the span of it is hoisted in one piece between the two towers as the concrete counterweights currently near the top of the towers lower to raise the bridge up. So this is the oldest operational vertical lift bridge in the United States. It was built in 1914. Still raised on a regular basis, more often than the others because this one sits lower, so more boats need this one to raise for them. And it is dozens of trains go across it every day. And as you've seen, we also lift the other bridges in town in the spring and fall to let sailboats move between winter storage and the lake where they've been all summer. Typically our scheduled bridge lift days, like you're experiencing today, are Wednesdays and Saturdays in the months of May. Now, also running along the boat this entire time has been Wacker Drive, the street to our right that runs parallel to the river. Wacker Drive is named after Charles E. Wacker, who was a city planner in Chicago's early history, who lobbied to build a boulevard along the river like Paris has boulevards along the Seine. Now, I'll agree that Wacker Drive in Chicago might not quite be a Parisian boulevard, but it's a nice street, and there's lots of pretty landscaping around this newly refurbished section of it, refurbished only about 20 years ago. Now, jumping ahead, after the next bridge on the right is a stone tower. That's the LaSalle Wacker building from 1930 by Halliburton. Skinny tower after the next bridge ahead of us, that is the Mather Tower. It's from 1929 by Riddle and Riddle. It was originally meant to be a pair of twin towers, but after the stock market crashed, after it was built, the stock market crashed, kicking off the Great Depression. Its investors pulled out, and its sister was never built, leaving the Mather Tower as Chicago's singularly skinniest skyscraper. Just to the left of the Mather Tower is the LondonHouse Hotel. So,
LondonHouse,
the glass edition of the LondonHouse is from 2007.
Oh, that's where we're going.
The original stone portion is from 1923. That's ahead of us to the right. Now, the original stone portion of the LondonHouse is by architect Alfred Alschuler, and Edward Durrell Stone originally cladded with imported Italian Carrara marble. Expensive stuff. It made the whole thing glimmer beautifully in the sunlight. But after 9 years, those plates of marble, 3/4 of an inch thick, started to crack and fall to the sidewalk below. The city made the architecture firm reclad it in a sturdier stone. It's Carolina granite today. The process of replacing the marble with the granite cost Edward Durrell Stone's firm $80 million, half what it cost to build in the first place, an expensive mistake that goes to show never take marble for granted.
So this is the end of the Chicago rivers. This is where the lake ends, so it separates the lake from the river. So fascinating fact here. Anything that goes beyond that, you have to go to the open lake, which is in Michigan Lake. So a lot of history here. Nice. All right, we're gonna go to the river walk. Chicago River Walk. My wife's doing her vlog. I'm going down the steps. down to the river.
Picture hand, stay there.
Hang on, I'm gonna take a picture. It's nothing like the San Antonio River, but it's a beginning of. I think any city has some kind of river walk, but the only famous river walk I know is in San Antonio. That's a nice one. A lot of stores on the side. This one is a bit empty, but it is a river walk nonetheless. It's pretty. We were just on the boat earlier, and it kind of showed us, the history of Chicago and all the buildings and all the designs and how it's made. I don't remember any of those, but it was a good experience. Just going down here. So. No, go ahead. Talk. Hello, it's my wife.
We go along. By the time we come
Let's go to the right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where's
okay.
Mimi?
Where's Mimi? Mimi's doing her own vlog too. We're all doing our vlog. So, yes, we're all vloggers. So, YouTube, thank you. This is how our boat looks like earlier. We rode this boat about 2 hours ago. And these guys are starting off their tour like we did 2 hours ago. That's how it looks like earlier. It must be the same boat. But they're servicing, I saw 3 boats at a time along this great wide river in Chicago. It's an 1.5-hour tour. Really fun, very informative. Makes a lot of sense. Now that you're looking at it from their point of view. There's also the bar at the bottom of the boat. It's a different narrator. Yep. All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Louder.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Oliver. 50 years old. 50th birthday in LondonHouse restaurant. Thank you. Bakit ko nakikita? Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday, thank you. So we're walking along the rooftop of the LondonHouse. We're on the bare rooftop, as you can see. Here's the top of the building. There's the bar. And along the sides, of course, is all the buildings all around. There's a Trump building. The aunties and the mama and my wife is there. It's great. Great view. While you're sipping and drinking wine. So we're on top of what's this building? The LondonHouse building. Earlier we were down there taking the boat ride, but now we're on the rooftop of the LondonHouse, and this is an open observation of the Chicago city. Look how nice that is. Yeah, it's not. We're having wine also, and just chilling. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me turn on the light. There you go. Yeah.
Hello,
Mimi,
hi. Oh my
hi.
God, I'm wearing sunglasses. I didn't even realize.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mango, hi.
Pinasil mo to eh.
Hindi siya ang nagsil. Alam, maubos mo na ito.
Nice. This is neat. Okay, I'll turn off the light again. This is neat. It's very nice. Ang ganda ate. The aunties are here.
I went to the Amazon wave with a publisher, so I know what it is.
This is really nice.
Ano ba yung sa'yo akin na? Ayan na, nagyapon niya ako. Duha na lang, miss. Share na lang, miss.